Hi again. Ignore the bird in the background. Um, I know you guys were looking forward to a video yesterday, and you're probably wondering what happened. Um, what happened was I woke up around noon, and I was like, well, I need to make today's video. Well, I already had the video that I was going to post yesterday. I've already got it. So, the thing is, I was like, great, the hard part is done, so now I just have to post it. And I was going to wait until this alarm went off. There's this alarm that goes off every day at 2 o'clock on my phone. And I was like, the point of that alarm is, if I'm gonna make a video, and I've still not made it yet, I better make it right then, because that is so close to when I have to upload my videos. If I manually upload, I upload at 2:30. So it gets done and I can post it for everyone else to see at 3 o'clock. So, yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for that alarm to go off. So I wake up, it's noon, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for that alarm. And it never went off. I ended up going to my sister's house yesterday, and we went out, and well, me and my parents went out and we did a lot of stuff, and by the time I realized the alarm never went off and I never posted the video, it was 8 o'clock at night. So yeah. um Today's video is anything fiction. It's Anything Fiction Sunday. So, what are we gonna talk about for this Anything Fiction Day? I'll have to literally come up with something on the fly, because I don't plan these. I don't plan these. Let's talk about Satisfactory. Okay, let's talk about this game that everyone's been playing. Well, it's not like a new thing now. It was like a new thing a couple of months ago. I wasn't able to get on the hype train because all the YouTube giants were posting these hour-long videos of them playing, and I'm like 10 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, for one, I'm bored. For two, I have things to do. By the way, I got a new lock for my collar. It's a panda bear. And, Ashley already wants it, so. But anyways, I've not been able to watch Satisfactory videos. It took me 3 days to watch the one Jacksepticeye did, and I tried to watch the one Crank Gameplays did, but I don't have the patience, and I don't have much of a chance because I have so many responsibilities. Yeah. So many responsibilities. I'm 22 going on 15. I'm still living with my parents. I don't have a job. I don't have a car. I sort of have a job. I'm not getting paid yet, but it is work. It's a lot of work. Running this YouTube and writing stories, and I'm not getting paid for any of it. By the way, that link to my Wattpad might not work in the future. I might have to update it. Yeah. If I change my Wattpad username, because I plan to do that, I really plan to do that. If I change it, I'm going to put the updated link in the description for this video. I'm gonna edit this video when I change my Wattpad username, and I'm gonna put the link here. So yeah. But Satisfactory looks good. It looks like some things still need to be implemented, maybe a little bit better. Some things need to be polished a little. Like those giant giraffe-looking things. You know, they should make like a lot more noise, and they should like knock you down or something when they walk up to you. They should like shake the ground when they're close. I know, like when I was playing Subnautica and I went to the Aurora, there was the Reaper Leviathans, and that whole biome was shaking. I mean, technically the Aurora is a biome, and it's shaking like really bad. I don't know why. Maybe because they're so massive, the Reapers. That would be a good guesstimate. So, this giraffe-looking thing in Satisfactory, why is it not shaking the ground? Jacksepticeye zapped it with his little taser, and it just ran away pathetically. There was no ground shaking. That should have caused a big disturbance in the area around it. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Are other people actually awake? It's like 6 in the morning. I've not even tried to sleep yet. I mean, I wanted to, but I watched this movie. By the time I turned off this movie, it was 3 o'clock at night, and I was like, okay, well, while I'm up, I want to do some progress on this one game, because I've almost beaten it. So, I start playing Half-Life, and I'm in Interloper, is the chapter I'm in right now. So, I just defeated the Gonarch. Actually, the bug happened, and I had to leave the Gonarch behind. It's pretty funny, because, you know, you have to drop down into the place where the third stage of the Gonarch fight is supposed to take place, but then the Gonarch doesn't follow you, and you're like, well, I'm stuck here now, and then you have to blow up the floor. It's really funny that you just leave the Gonarch in, well, its lair. I guess it's not that bad for the Gonarch, because that's its lair. But yeah, you just leave it there. You go on to the next chapter, Interloper, and I had to watch a video on how to move forward when that glitch happens, just because it happened to me. And the guy, the video I watched, the guy that was leaving Gonarch behind, it was funny when he blew up the floor and he looked back up there, and he just... like, sucker! And then he just moves on. It was really funny. You gotta, if you've not played Half-Life, or if you've, like, halfway played through it, no pun intended, just look at that video. It's pretty funny. It's... I don't know. But, yeah, that's another thing. The Gonarch is massive, and it shakes the ground when it charges at you. The ground starts shaking, and it's kind of hard to aim unless you just get out of its way like a normal person. But yeah, after I defeated the Gonarch, I got to Interloper, and I went in the cave, and I defeated all the stuff, and then I got to the spire that pushes you up, and you're supposed to kill the alien controllers. That bit is so hard. I did it like 5 times, and I'm just like, I quit. I went over to Paladins, and I played a round of Paladins, because, you know, that's really fun. Playing Paladins is really fun. and I just realized I have the volume off, like all my computer volume. I hope it can hear me, like the recording can hear me, because, you know, I'm not, that's not very convincing, you know, that the evidence before me is not very convincing, because, like, maybe it's not um, recording my audio. Anyway, so yeah, Satisfactory, it looks really good. It looks absolutely beautiful. The environment and everything, the animals, they are beautiful. It takes me back to some of the actual good games that were out there like a few years ago. Quite a few years ago, but some of the really good games out there that were highly praised for, still yet highly praised. Games that are still being played, but they're like 10 years old or more. Um, um, I'm talking about like Xbox 360 fantasy games, you know, things like that. Things like, it just has those kind of real pretty environments, and I appreciate the game for that, and I'm glad that the team seems to be putting their heart and soul into it. I'm really surprised at the attention to detail, and I love the resources, the little like the iron resource. When Jacksepticeye was tapping away, getting his iron, and it was like in 3-beat intervals. It was tink, tink, tink. And that was just so cute, and I was like in love with that moment, and it made me want to play the game, but my laptop is absolutely full, so yeah, like it complains to me all the time about critical updates that I can't do because my laptop is full, and it's only like, I thought my laptop had a lot more storage on it than it does. We all did. And we're really confused about that. But anyways, Satisfactory looks great, but, you know, I think it needs some polish. Some things are a little wonky. That dog creature that runs around in circles, the armadillo-looking dog thing, I noticed it was like, in one of the videos I watched, one of the videos I mentioned, it was like walking up to the structures. I think it was the Crank Gameplays video. It actually walked up into the hub that Ethan had built, and like it was walking up around the machinery. I mean, aren't they supposed to stay over in the grassy area? Not like on your constructions, on your building? That I don't know how I feel about that. That might get dangerous, because I know it's a hostile creature, and it was looking a little twitchy, I'll say that. It was like sinking into the ground a little bit and going like eh, eh. And yeah, it was just really weird. And it was weird that the giraffe looking thing, it's still, I don't really understand. You know, like, it should make more noise, it should be more destructive. Like, not really intentionally, just like a big blundering animal. Alright, well, I believe I've said my piece, and this video is getting long, and I don't like long videos. I don't like watching them, and I know other people don't like watching them, so I don't like making them, because watching a long video, like, The reason why I've not watched Satisfactory videos is because they're all an hour long. Or more. I think someone did a 3-hour long video on Satisfactory, and I'm like, why? I just want to watch. Go back to 10-minute playthroughs, please. Like, the YouTube giants are losing my business because they're making videos that are so long. That's happening. So, I'm addressing that. And yeah, that's basically what this video boils down to. Is the playthroughs are too long and it needs a little more polish. It's amazing. I'll say like the absolute highest praise I can give it, but there are some things that are a little wonky. Not really like, oh, it's just a stylistic thing. Like, no, things are glitchy. Okay, but that is the tea. That's the MFing tea. Is that still relevant? That's probably not relevant anymore. I don't care. I'll see you guys next time. Looks like Wednesday is the next day we will be seeing each other, and we are going to be talking about my stories and what story I'm working on and what I'm planning. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Well, I'll see you then. Peace.